chapter is real numbers for standard 9 in part 1. So what are real numbers? Real numbers consist of all integers, whole numbers, rational numbers, irrational numbers. You have already learned about the integers in your lower classes, and even rational numbers also you have learned. Rational numbers, any number like which can be expressed as p by q, where p and q are integers and q not equal to 0 is a rational number. And real numbers also consist of irrational numbers, which we are going to learn this year. Now coming to rational numbers, you can express rational numbers 1 by 2 as 0.5. You divide 1 divided by 2, you will get 0.5. And 4 divided by 5 again, 0.8. Similarly, 7 divided by any number, you can divide and you will get it as you can express it as a decimal. So if you see here, these numbers, they terminate. So they are called terminating decimals. And consider these numbers 1 by 7. You see, after it keeps on repeating, it does not terminate. 1, 4, 2, 8, 5, 7 gets repeated over and over again. So you can write this as 0.14287, and on the top of that you can put a bar, which shows, from this you should understand that this number gets repeated over and over again. Similarly, 4 by 11, it will get repeated 36. So you write this as 0.36 and you put a bar. So these are not terminating decimals, they are recurring decimals, non-terminating recurring decimals. Now these are also non-terminating and recurring decimals, but if you see, there is a slight difference between these two. Here it is 1.8333. 8 is not getting repeated, only 3 is getting repeated. So you can write this as 1.8, then 3, and on the top of 3 only you will put a bar. If you see here, 8 by 45, again it is 1, then the 7 is getting repeated. So you will put it like this. It's 11 by 24, it is 458, then 3 gets repeated. So you will write 458 and then 3, on the top of 3 you will put a bar. So both are non-terminating and recurring decimals. Only a slight difference is here this is pure, and here it is mixed. So the rational numbers are terminating decimals, and it can be either a terminating decimal or a non-terminating but recurring decimal. For a decimal number to terminate, denominator should have 2 or 5 or both only as prime factors. So the denominator should not have any other number apart from 2 and 5 as factors. So 5 by 32, if you see 32, you can write it as 2 to the power of 5. So it will terminate. This 5 by 32 is, you will get it like this. In 27 by 80, you see 80 factorize, you get 2 to the power of 4 into 5. That means it has only 2 and 5 as the factors. And if you divide it and see, you will get this number. It is terminating here. But if you see this 11 by 24, 24 is equal to 8 into 3. 8 into 3, that is 2 cube into 3. So you have the factors 2 and 3, but 3 cannot be the factor if it has to terminate. Hence, if you see here, this is not terminating. Now coming to irrational numbers. Irrational numbers are those numbers decimals which are non-repeating and non-terminating decimals. So in rational numbers we saw either it was terminating or it was not terminating, but it was repeating. There was a sequence like 0.233333. So it is not getting terminated, but it was repeating. In irrational numbers, it will not repeat and it will not terminate. If you see here, it is 0.02, 002, 0002, etc. So this does not have this 2 and zeros are repeated, but there is no proper pattern. So it is not, you cannot consider as non-repeat, as repeating. So it is non-repeating. And root 2, root 3, root 5, root 6, etc. they are also irrational numbers. And surds, cube root of 5, fourth root of n, etc. they are also irrational numbers. Now we have another important number, that is pi. You know it is 3.14159265 and it goes on. The value still it's being calculated. But we generally, when you do the problems, you take pi is equal to 22 by 7. 22 by 7 is a rational number because you are able to express it as p by q. But why we are considering is we are taking an approximate value. So 20 for calculation purpose, for an approximate value we take 22 by 7. But as such, pi is not a rational number, it is an irrational number, and 22 by 7 is a rational number.